Men, I'm about to tell you something that will shatter the illusion you've been living under. Something that will strip away the comfortable lies you tell yourself every time you check your phone hoping for her text. Something that Marcus Aurelius himself understood when he wrote that we suffer more in imagination than reality. Right now, at this very moment, there are millions of men wasting their precious time, energy, and dignity chasing women who have already made their decision. And that decision wasn't you. This isn't about being harsh for the sake of being harsh. This is about saving you from the slow psychological torture of false hope. This is about teaching you what Alexander the Great knew when he conquered nations, that clarity of vision separates the conquerors from the conquered. Today, we're going to dissect the 7 undeniable signs that she's not interested, and more importantly, why walking away isn't just your best option. It's your only option if you want to maintain your self-respect. The first sign, and perhaps the most obvious one that men somehow continue to ignore, is her response patterns. When a woman is interested in you, genuinely interested, she doesn't leave you hanging for days. She doesn't give you breadcrumbs of attention while feeding full meals to other men in her life. Listen carefully. If she's consistently taking hours or days to respond to your messages, if she's giving you one-word answers while posting paragraph-long responses on social media to other people, she's telling you everything you need to know without saying a word. Seneca taught us that every moment we waste hoping for what will never come is a moment stolen from what could be. When you're sitting there analyzing her delayed responses, creating elaborate theories about how busy she must be, you're engaging in the most destructive form of self-deception. The woman who wants to be with you will make time for you. Period. There are no exceptions to this rule, only excuses that weak men tell themselves. The second sign is her energy level when she's around you. This one cuts deep because it reveals the raw truth about attraction. It either exists or it doesn't, and no amount of persistence will create it where it's absent. When Cleopatra was truly captivated by Mark Antony, she sailed to meet him dressed as Aphrodite, bringing theatrical grandeur to their first encounter. That's what genuine interest looks like. It's dramatic, it's energetic, it's unmistakable. If the woman you're pursuing seems drained when you're around, if she's checking her phone constantly, if she's giving you polite smiles instead of genuine laughter, you're experiencing the cold reality of disinterest. Her body language is screaming what her words are too polite to say. She fidgets, she creates physical distance, she looks past you rather than at you. These aren't signs to overcome, they're signs to respect. The Stoics understood that fighting reality is the source of all suffering. Accept what is, not what you wish could be. The third sign is perhaps the most modern yet timeless indicator: her social media behavior toward you. In our digital age, social media has become the new battlefield of romantic interest, and the rules are brutally clear. If she's not engaging with your content, if she's not initiating conversations through these platforms, if she's posting stories and updates that she knows you'll see but making no effort to include you in her digital life, she's drawing boundaries that you need to recognize. Think about it from the perspective of ancient courtship. Helen of Troy didn't ignore the gifts and messages from those she favored. When someone captivates us, we seek every opportunity to connect, to engage, to be present in their world. If your interactions feel one-sided, if you're always the one reaching out, always the one trying to maintain connection, you're not building a relationship. You're performing for an audience that has already left the theater. The fourth sign is her availability for you versus her availability for others. This is where the truth becomes undeniably clear, where self-deception becomes impossible for any man with eyes to see. When she cancels plans with you but you see her out with friends the same night, when she claims to be too busy to meet but posts about spontaneous adventures with others, she's showing you exactly where you rank in her priorities. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that people's actions reveal their true thoughts, not their words. A woman who wants to be with you will rearrange her schedule, will make sacrifices, will choose your company over other opportunities. This isn't about being possessive or demanding. It's about recognizing basic respect and genuine interest. If you're consistently her backup plan, her safety net, her option when nothing better presents itself, then you're not pursuing a romantic interest. You're accepting scraps of attention from someone who sees you as disposable. The fifth sign strikes at the heart of masculine pride. She doesn't ask you questions about yourself, your dreams, your ambitions. When someone is genuinely interested in you, they become curious about your inner world. They want to understand what drives you, what you've accomplished, what you're working toward. They ask follow-up questions, they remember details from previous conversations, they show investment in your story. Epictetus taught that we cannot control others' actions, only our responses to them. If she shows no curiosity about your life beyond surface-level pleasantries, if conversations consistently revolve around her interests and experiences while yours are met with polite indifference, you're dealing with someone who sees you as a supporter in the audience of her life, not as a co-star in a shared story. The great leaders of history surrounded themselves with people who valued their thoughts and contributions. Why would you accept less in your romantic life? The sixth sign is her physical availability and intimacy patterns. This is where many men deceive themselves most severely, mistaking polite physical interaction for genuine desire. When a woman is truly interested, there's an unmistakable magnetism, a desire for closeness that she cannot entirely suppress even when trying to be appropriate. She finds reasons for casual touch. She maintains eye contact that lingers just a moment longer than necessary. She positions herself to be near you in group settings. If she consistently maintains physical distance, if she seems uncomfortable with any form of touch, if she treats you the same way she treats her brother or her coworker, you're not dealing with someone who's playing hard to get. You're dealing with someone who genuinely isn't attracted to you. Throughout history, attraction has been a force of nature, not a logical decision. From Antony and Cleopatra to Napoleon and Josephine, genuine attraction creates an almost magnetic pull between two people. If that magnetism isn't present, no amount of persistence will create it. The seventh and final sign is perhaps the most brutal but necessary truth. She talks to you about other men she finds attractive. When a woman sees you as a romantic possibility, she doesn't discuss her attraction to other men with you. She doesn't seek your advice about her dating life, doesn't use you as an emotional outlet for her romantic frustrations with others, doesn't treat you as a safe confidant for her intimate thoughts about men she actually desires. If she's comfortable discussing other men's attractiveness around you, if she's asking for your opinion on her dating choices, if she's treating you like her gay best friend or her brother, she's placed you firmly in the category of non-sexual beings in her life. This isn't cruelty, it's clarity. She's being more honest with you through these actions than most people are with words. The question is whether you have the strength to accept this honesty and act accordingly. Now here's what separates the men from the boys, the lions from the sheep, what you do with this information. Every single one of these signs is a gift. They're saving you from wasting months or years of your life on someone who has already decided you're not what she wants. The Stoic philosophers understood that obstacles become the way forward when we learn to see them clearly. Walking away isn't giving up. It's choosing self-respect over self-deception. It's choosing to invest your time and energy in someone who recognizes your value rather than someone who takes it for granted. It's choosing to be the kind of man who commands respect through his actions, not someone who begs for scraps of attention. Remember what Marcus Aurelius taught. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The woman who doesn't appreciate you is not your problem to solve. She's not a puzzle to crack or a fortress to siege. She's simply not interested, and that's her right. Your right is to preserve your dignity and direct your energy towards someone who will receive it with enthusiasm and gratitude. Men, I challenge you to look at your current situation with brutal honesty. If you recognize these signs in your life, if you've been making excuses for behavior that clearly communicates disinterest, then today is the day you choose different. Today is the day you stop accepting breadcrumbs and start demanding the full meal of genuine interest and enthusiasm that you deserve. Your time is your most valuable resource. Your energy is your most precious gift. Your attention is your greatest currency. Stop giving these treasures away to people who don't value them. The right woman won't make you question her interest. She'll make it obvious, undeniable, and enthusiastic. If this message resonated with you, if you're ready to stop settling for less than you deserve, then join our community of men who are committed to building lives of purpose and attracting relationships worthy of their investment. Subscribe, share this with a brother who needs to hear it, and let's continue this journey toward masculine excellence together. The path forward begins with the courage to face the truth, and you've just taken the first step.